What do you got? Dudes locked up in your fucking?
No, my nuts. I don't know if you can see. Like I was like, oh, I'm on video doing that. Like I was sitting down and I just kind of like.
You don't have to reenact it. Just sit the fuck down.
I do that shit in my bay all the time.
I got my nuts from unstuck from my leg. I was like, oh, I was doing that on camera.
Yeah, you were.
Oh, motherfucker.
Yes, you were.
Cool. Let me know when we're starting.
We're live, man. We're
all right, cool. Boom. Share it real quick.
Mr. Clean.
Boom.
Yeah.
What's going on? You ready?
I'm ready.
Boom. On this episode,
Like, is this? Hold on. I'm sorry. This is a legit question. I don't mean to be offensive, but is your lack of hair from cancer? Can you grow hair?
No, yeah, I can grow hair.
He's got a beard, so I mean, he's
my dad.
That's why I was a bit confused, but it's like really shaved. You know what
no,
I
have.
Thanks for interrupting me.
Hair. My hair is so thin and like brown.
That's a great fucking question. That is just.
Shut up,
that
Teddy.
is awesome.
Shut up. It was going to be a horrible intro anyway. You probably just went, I hate white people and I'm black. This is the Red Arrow Report.
I do hate white people and I am black. Like, you'd be mad at me for stating the fucking truth.
Go ahead. Sorry.
On this episode,
Sorry.
Jesus Christ. Yes, he can grow hair. God, I'm surrounded by idiots. On this episode of the Red Eye Report, fuck you, Ashtray. We talk about quarantine life. We listen to Ashtray ask questions because he didn't pay attention. And as always, we bring the motherfucking ruckus. You never do. All right. With us this week is the soot-covered Ashtray. Ashtray has not enjoyed his quarantine time, mainly because it's cut off his sexy time. And just to be clear, his sexy time is shaking his balls in front of a camera. Next to him, we have the Mystic. Mystic was able to go to work, but now he's trapped at home with his loving family for the rest of us. How are you enjoying that, Mystic? Yeah, that's what I thought. Then there's Oracle. Oracle is trapped with his lovely girlfriend, but he's been trying to find a way out because she keeps bringing up marriage.
Time to pop smoke, man.
And I'm telling
you just say time to pop smoke?
Yep, pop smoke.
Fuck out. Retreat.
Time to change my fucking name. Just the social media presence.
Call myself Quincy Jones.
And I'm Teddy. I forgot to fill in the rest of the outline for me. But as Mystic said, apparently I'm black and I hate white people. And this is the Red Eye Report.
Yo, that'll do.
Nothing apparent about that shit. You've said it quite a few times.
I have said it a lot of times. I've said it so many times my son's confused.
Yeah, I bet he is.
Because I hate half of them.
And fucking Rochambeau's white people constantly.
What is Rochambeau?
We kick each other in the balls.
Yeah, Rochambeau. Yeah, you. I go first,
but I get to go first.
No, this crazy shit that white people do. That's why I asked.
We don't actually
pipe bombs and Rochambeauing.
Don't combine the two though.
Wow. So I was thinking about another episode of Teddy Talks It Out with the fellows. I was curious to I've been trapped at home for I don't know. This has been going on a year or two. We've been trapped inside with no contact with the outside world.
I think we're on week 3, right?
Yeah, this is week 3. Yeah. It feels like it's been longer because you two like me and Ashtray. This kind of pop. We kind of got sent home when it started. We've been home pretty much since.
Yeah, I think you got you probably a week before me because I had the kind of like we had the week to where it was like, all right, now we have no work because people like you are shut down, and we have to shut down.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think Oracle, are you still going to work or are you working from home now?
Yeah, I'm still going into work. I basically just go into a empty classroom and fucking do my classes from there.
Do you see video them out to your?
Yeah, I send videos and I do like video calls and I have like a website that I post like assignments and shit too.
You know, being there too, I don't know. I guess if I were a student, it'd be like, well, my teacher's still doing his job, even if he has to do it remotely, but like, or by a video. But
Right.
You're in the setting of the classroom.
Exactly.
It's
and
not
I think
like
that
you're
that
sitting there in your
means
pajama
something.
pants.
Right. You know, and I purposely like wear my work clothes and shit so they see me the same as they would see me normally. And they can see my classroom behind me. So hopefully, because shit's getting crazy for the
But
students.
you can do that, but you can do
It
that with
gets
a
a
green
certain
screen.
amount of
green screen.
normality.
I guess, yeah. I could put fucking like Harvard
you can take a
behind me or
picture of
some
the.
shit.
No, you can take a picture of your classroom wall and then put it behind you on your green screen. They would never know the difference. You can still be at home.
They wouldn't know the difference, and that is a good idea. But honestly, I just want to get out of the fucking house. I don't want to be in the
I agree.
house.
I agree with you.
It keeps you sane for
Right.
sure.
Yeah, I agree. Because Mystic, this is your third or fourth day at home, third day at home. It's Wednesday. Yes, it's third day. You started working from home this week, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't got my equipment yet, but they said.
So how do you work from home if you haven't got your equipment?
Yeah. Well, I don't work till Friday.
Oh,
they said
gotcha.
they were waiting till after the election yesterday because they needed 3 editors on site yesterday because all the shit we were turning over for the election.
So are they what are they gonna send you? Like a fast computer or something?
Laptop, Mac, like a
MacBook Pro that will.
Yeah. And then I have my laptop. I cleaned it up, and I have I'm gonna run. We have like a rundown of software that so the producers write their scripts in it, and I'll run all that shit on my PC and then edit on their Mac, and then just upload it.
Yeah, my girl's been working from here, and she has her desk worktop here, her desktop here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she had to bring it with her.
Yeah, some of the editors took their computers.
Yeah, it's
that laptop shit.
It's kind of weird because I actually did like my job because I get to talk and fuck with people all day.
Mm-hmm.
And being in the house is kind of just really weird me out. I'm not digging this at all. Ashtray, what do you like? What do you do to pass time, Ashtray? Besides watch porn? I mean, you got to watch a shit ton of porn.
No, I don't watch a shit ton of porn as much because I am breaking quarantine with our lady friend.
Oh shit.
But what I have been doing is so I set up my those little lap desks that have a pad under them. Anyways, it's just the right size that like it fits over my kitchen sink, and it's kind of like an island sink. So I just set my little 24-inch smart TV up, and I've been hammering through. I got through all the Game of Thrones, and I'm now I think on season 3 or 4 of Veep.
Nice.
And a number of other series there, but I just stand up like at the kitchen sink level and just chop the fuck out of magazines. Got my beer here, got my whiskey over there, and I'm having a fucking blast. I mean, I'm at least all standing, I'm not sitting down.
Yeah. Yep.
So it's like at standing level. And if anything, it's just I've gone on some walks and stuff with my lady friend and her dog, which has gotten me outside.
6 feet apart, Dick.
Yeah, my dick ain't that long. So.
Oh, we know.
The other day, though, I was like, of the election day. I just decided
yesterday.
Yeah, I can't remember which day it is.
I know it's like I
kind of feels like it's a Thursday because we've done Thursdays lately, but
right.
Yeah, yesterday I just took it's like one of those nice like just folding plastic tables you flip out, put one of those up in the little driveway right outside my front door, and I'm like, I'm gonna cut magazines out in the sun because it was like 70 degrees out, and
damn,
yeah, it was super nice yesterday.
Wow.
The sun was kind of going in and out, but it was still nice to just like be outside and get the fresh air.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I've been
what I've been doing.
Has anybody else been going outside or breaking quarantine?
Well, I haven't been breaking quarantine, but every day after I get done with work, I make a point to go for a walk. And actually, like one thing that my girlfriend and I have started to do. So we live close to a cemetery. We live close to a few cemeteries, and I mean, out here the cemeteries are old as fuck, right? You know, they're 1700 fucking shit. And we started this kind of scavenger hunt kind of game because there are like fucking thousands and thousands of these graves. So we will go, one person will go into the graveyard and you find like a prominent grave, and then you kind of get some like landmarks around it, and then the challenge is for the other person to go in there and see if they can find that grave. And it's just kind of a fun little game.
Oh, so you give details of where that grave is?
That's some creepy white people shit right there.
No, that's fucking adorable.
Let's go play hide. It's like find a grave in the graveyard. What kind of shit is that?
Jesus
Christ.
It's fucking great. I mean, I would totally do it. Graves.
I know
the
you
thing
totally
is,
do.
I
You're
love
crazy white
graveyards.
Do you guys fuck on the grave?
Yeah, and we seal the deal. We actually take a baby from an orphanage and we
do
sacrifice it
right in front of that altar.
Sacrifice it, then fuck on top of Agnes's gravesite. Way to go!
Jesus.
See, grave sites don't bother me because I used to take care of them growing up as a kid. So, you know, I think it would be a cool scavenger hunt game in a graveyard would be like coming up with a certain, you know, years, like for a year that someone died, you know, 18, whatever, you know, or 17, especially your graveyard, you'd have a wide range.
Right.
And then like you have to then, you know, each of you has to try to go around and see if who can fill their, or like check off their
yeah,
list,
like bingo.
you know, like,
right?
cool.
Yeah, you can do graveyard
Again, creepy. Why does the game have to fucking? Why not do it with cars or something?
Dude,
graveyard bingo.
The
cars,
graveyard.
Because it's a graveyard.
Because graves have been there and they'll sit there. They're like cars move around.
Yeah, and the cemetery is perfect because there aren't a whole lot of people in there. Although I will tell you, the word got out that cemeteries are a good place to be right now for social distancing.
What
so
word?
There are more people are in the cemetery. Word. And wow. I mean, they're fucking nice. They're quiet.
They are.
They're, you know,
they're lovely places to be if you're not once weird about.
So the first time that I ever did acid, we went to a graveyard. The one right across from the hospital in Marshfield, Oracle.
Yeah, that's not a good idea.
Yeah, well, we also thought it was a good idea to start at one end and run to the other.
Oh my
and
god!
Try not to kill ourselves. And one dude tripped and fucked his
over
all up.
Yeah. Wait, Mystic, you can run?
When I was 18. Yeah.
So what was going on in your mind as you're in the
really,
cemetery?
It didn't creep me out too much.
LSD.
I actually wrote a song about it in that band Ends As Nothing with Marshall.
Yeah.
It was I called it Antithesis. It was it was a fucking. It was a great
like
song.
The Graveyard
actually.
Dash.
Yeah. I wouldn't recommend that. Well, what's that movie? Easy Rider. You ever see the movie Easy Rider?
Yeah. I've actually never seen it all the way through.
When they do fucking, I think they're in New Orleans and they do acid in a fucking graveyard, in a cemetery.
Oh yes, I do remember that.
And that's a fucking crazy.
Well, in New Orleans would be definitely creepy because
that would be creepy as fuck. Those
crypts are
fucking crypts. Yeah.
You know, motherfuckers will. At least this is my buddy who lived down there. Still lives down there. In some of those crypts, you'll have people will sit on their porches that are on the second story. They can watch down that crypt. When it's like there's not too many people in the crypt. And there's just like a tourist who's just kind of wandering down. It's like they're like, easy pickings. They go down there into the crypt, corner them, roll them over, and rob them.
Nice.
My girlfriend says that cemeteries where they're where the first public parks that people would visit and picnic in them. What the fuck?
Yeah, dude, it is not nearly as creepy as what you think it is.
It is creepy as what I think. Okay, fine, whatever.
It's creepy because movies.
They are pretty.
Yeah.
Well, they are pretty calm. You know what I mean?
They're super quiet. Calm.
Because it's where you're supposed to reflect.
Because everybody's dead. That's why they're calm.
And we actually have one. So we live right next to kind of like the public cemetery, and it was the first cemetery. So it's got in Providence. So it's got people from like that came from like the 1600s and shit. in the cemetery. And then in 1858, they built what is called Swan Point Cemetery, and that's for the rich people. Now you go in there, and everything is immaculate. Huge fucking statues and crypts and shit.
Right.
It's like going into a fucking like museum or something.
The architecture is amazing.
Yeah, it's super
in old cemeteries.
cool.
There's one near Oshkosh that
Nothing like paying homage to the dead. That is what
cemeteries that took up a little bit more time than I wanted to. Hey, way to go! You crazy fucking crazy motherfuckers.
Who's hosting?
Okay, so I've been going out only to do only time I've really left the house is to go when I have to get weed for one, and then two when I have to go grocery shopping. Have y'all been grocery shopping lately? Anybody?
That's a little sketchy. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
That's a little sketchy when I go grocery shopping because you're around a lot of fucking people.
Well, I had that shit. I do a curbside.
Oh, that's smart. Okay, that's fine.
There was like a lot of them were shutting that down for a while.
Really?
It's really they don't do as many. Yeah, they don't do as many now. So like when I ordered it was like Saturday, and I had to wait till Tuesday to pick it up.
Right, like you have to wait days.
Yeah. But that's fine because I mean I ordered $300
worth in advance.
So like it's gonna last me 2 to 3 weeks.
Right.
I kind of like going grocery shopping. One, because there's not a lot of people at the Kroger that I go to now because a lot of people are adhering to the stay-at-home order. But it's you can if Oracle, if you've seen the crazy people who got like the plastic bags on their head and shit. Have you not seen?
I've seen some pictures of that, but I haven't seen. I know.
I've actually seen people with fucking. There's a lady had a mask on. She had a shower cap over her hair. She had like fucking plastic on her arms and shit. She had like it's like I've seen people done up. It's like going grocery shopping used to be one of my favorite like kind of escapist kind of like people watching thing. Especially there's a lot of people out here.
You get a little stoned when you do it.
It's awesome.
Push around, you'd be like, look at that motherfucker.
I can't do that when I'm stoned. I will buy the most horrible shit. A whole box of fucking ho-hos. Yeah, that's cool. Why not?
Economy size and it's on sale.
I'd be crazy not to buy.
Go ahead. Well, it's
You're
just one thing about the grocery shopping. So about, I don't know how long ago this was now, 2 months ago, 3 months ago, I switched my diet where I wasn't cooking meat at home. I still will have like a burger from a restaurant.
Cook it on the street, or?
Yeah, I just cook it on the street.
I mean, what
manifold on the way to work.
Go down to the corner.
So I just eat vegetables and vegetable-based products at home. And just to change my diet a little bit. But I will say that motherfuckers, they aren't eating healthy because I have no problem finding the food that I need to eat. Like there are plenty of fucking fruits and vegetables available.
There are. There are shit ton, like all the meat all the meat was gone for a while.
Yeah.
All the toilet paper still is gone. But I mean, the vegetables are there. It's crazy. Like people are buying up all this toilet paper, but if you go to like the toothpaste aisle and shit, and like things to keep your body clean, like the soap aisle, like all that shit's there. So I'm like, what's the fucking?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
The difference in cultures, because No Show is from Southern California, and he said that it's the exact opposite. There's no vegetables and fruit.
Really?
Yeah, and all the meat is just there. He's like, you could find any meat you want. Yeah, but in California, there's no vegetables or fruit.
Right. But then I've also there's some headlines now for some meat processing plants are having to shut down because their employees are getting sick.
Well, that and they can't get rid of the shit that they have.
Mm-hmm.
I was
Same with the dairy
today
industry.
where they were like overpacking. They were giving you free pounds of hamburger basically.
Wow.
Like with every because they can't get it's going to go bad.
Because people aren't buying it fast enough.
Yeah, people are buying it.
It's the not not only that, but you have to realize that the demand for all the restaurants for dairy and meat, vegetables,
dairy,
is gone.
schools,
Yeah, because
all the meat
they're
that schools were consuming, all that.
Oh
shit is gone.
yeah, that's got to be a huge one there.
yeah,
and
they,
even big businesses like think of Kohl's here in the Falls. Kohl's is a huge employer. I mean, the buildings they employ thousands of people in those buildings, and I think maybe 10% of them are still working there.
Right.
Kohl's,
like
Kohl's,
Kohl's department stores. They're like head corporate is in Menominee Falls.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So like they had, all these people working there, and now they're not. And there's restaurants all around there that are closed now. They're
closed on you.
And when
they're pouring out so many gallons of milk a day too.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, like 30,000 gallons of milk a day are getting poured out or some shit.
Yep.
Because it's yeah.
And that's the thing is like people. First, people always bitch about food waste, and it's like, nobody wants to waste food, but the only way we have this amount of supply for restaurants and everything is because we have to overproduce food to keep prices reasonable. Ideally, you don't super overproduce and lose your ass, but right now, God, the dairy farmers have been a hard enough time.
Oh
in this
yeah,
state.
they are getting fucked so hard. Yeah,
everybody do. Well, yeah, I know you two are doing your part by eating as much cheese as you can.
Oh fuck. Yeah, you got to eat cheese. It's funny. I went into Aldi and yesterday or a few days ago.
Anything, I'd say buy milk because cheese might be like if that cheese might have been made before shit got shut down. Milk will be a little fresher.
Right. But I just had like a whole fucking armfuls of dairy.
Lots
of cheese.
So
I don't have any toilet paper. I got to stop up the work.
Yeah, I got to stop it up, man. Make sure my fucking shit comes out like a cannonball, nice and clean.
Wow,
clean pinch.
Carolyn, I fucked up another toilet.
Yeah, right.
Gotta buy a new toilet. So our stay-at-home order from our governor is supposed to go to April 14th. Correct me if I'm wrong, dear. I know she's watching. It's supposed to go to April 14th. I didn't look at you all stay-at-home orders. I don't even know if y'all have one.
Oh well, yeah. I mean it's
for your states.
Ours goes to the 30th.
I figured
ours called like Safer at Home.
It's the end of the month. I know that at least. It might even be longer than that.
Some states have already extended theirs.
Right. But it's also, I've been kind of surprised when I do go shopping. A fair amount of like I went into a GNC a couple days ago. They were still open. And I was kind of shocked by that. I went into like a Lowe's department store like a few days ago. So businesses are still,
Right, Lowe's, I wonder if it's because probably because they support the trades. And construction is still considered essential.
They have to be. Exactly. That's true. Yeah, they have
to. But also, there's a lot of places, like especially like my restaurant, we're still open doing. All restaurants are closed except for takeout or carry out. There's a lot of restaurants that have to kind of, a lot of places that have to be open to try to make it whatever money they can to get whatever little people they can. We're open for takeouts and deliveries. Yes. You can deliver. I don't know who still deliver. I don't.
I think they can stay open as long as they follow certain guidelines too. Yeah. Like
probably in a skeleton staff too.
Oh yeah, there's only 2 people working every shift.
Like my wife's going to work at Target tomorrow, and her whole job is going to be to stand at the front door and count how many people come in. And only 340 can be in the store at a time. And if there's more, she has to lock the door and wait till someone leaves.
So she keeps track of them leaving and entering?
Yeah.
That's, I guess, if you're right in that line, where you're at max capacity, I could see how that would be fucking, a little stressful to manage that. I don't know. She
can manage 30 4th graders. I'm sure she can handle some
She's gonna be fine.
Target fucking.
Right. So how do you do they make like a certain counter where you just go up with it, down with it?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
Well, all right. Counting people.
Yeah.
I was actually trying to think of I am Ashtray, did your unemployment come through?
I'll have to check my bank thing. I'm not sure.
They're taking their sweet ass time with those.
Yeah, they are.
Those $1,200 checks.
Well, that's gonna take a while, depending on if you have a direct deposit
as far as like my normal
IRS or sending out checks. It's weird. It's gonna be a while.
Expenditures. It'll be, come the 15th. That's when I would normally get like my next paycheck. That's not gonna be there. When things are all just gonna start sucking out of my resources.
Yeah.
So,
I know what you mean, bro.
You though, Teddy, did you get some? Because you also, I think, got laid off earlier than I did, like a week earlier.
Yeah, I did get approved, but I didn't. I haven't got anything yet. So.
Oh, so yeah, I got my shit in the mail for unemployment, and I've been, going and logging in on Sundays and doing that thing. What's that?
Well, I won't.
They give you max, Ashtray?
Oh yeah, what is it, like $375?
Yeah, something.
I get.
Like that,
Yeah, $275.
Yeah, I get max. Like, max ain't enough. But
you get tips though, right, Teddy? So you probably don't.
Yeah, mine's $275.
$375 a week or every 2 weeks?
$375 a week.
Okay.
A week, yeah.
All right.
They don't take taxes out on that. You got to remember. So if he's on it for 6 months, he's got to pay taxes at the end of the year.
Well, you can choose.
You can
choose.
Yeah, I chose to take taxes out. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I don't want to deal with that shit later. Just take the taxes out and give me what I can
just
get.
take it out now. Yeah.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still not what you would make,
No, it's not. It's nowhere near what we make.
There's supposedly some provision where
that extra
you may get an extra $600 a month, or no, $600 a week or something like that.
I thought
$600 a week, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You fucking make it.
That makes a huge
That's
difference.
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
It's
right?
it's more beneficial to be on fucking unemployment than
Right?
You're a taker.
No,
Ashley.
this is unexpected. This is
Corona's out
coronavirus
there
unemployment.
working
That
every
$600 a week is
risking his fucking life for that shit. You fucking sucking up $600 extra a week.
not normal. Oh, again, I
have
did.
to work from home. I don't want to work.
All right, yeah. You know what? This is just like when I had unemployment like 15 years ago. Probably because the amount's the same when you do have them take taxes out. Mine landed yesterday, $314.
$314.
That's
a
after
week.
Taxes are taken out.
Yeah, that's not great.
But it helps.
Yeah, it helps.
Yeah, could pay your rent
I thought honestly, I've never been on unemployment, but I just thought that it would be.
Yeah, right.
He lives in Rhode
I just have my slaves.
We don't need unemployment
for me.
We all are wealthy.
But I just I thought it would just be like really shitty and a shitty amount that you couldn't really live on. At least you can make your rent.
I mean, you can make your rent and a couple bills. I'll be.
Well, nowadays though, the thing is that amount. That is what I got in 2000.
Yeah,
6.
Wisconsin is actually really low.
2006 when I got laid off from my
it's
one
like
job.
500 something. Obviously, it's more.
Right.
The cost of living is higher.
Mm-mm.
But even like Ohio is like 425. It goes by states can regulate it themselves. But since we live in fucking redneck fucking capital of the goddamn world right now.
Oh, yeah, I know. You guys are fucking looking pretty
fucking rapist ass Republicans.
What's that? What's fucking shitty?
You fucking Wisconsin showing its fucking ass, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw we were like in Reuters.
Oh yeah, you were on the New York Times, like multiple fucking.
Well, yeah, because it's literally the stupidest fucking thing that's been done in the past fucking month.
What happened?
And that's saying a lot.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So
what happened was
fucking. Oh, Ashley.
It's my hold on. It's my fuck what you think.
What was it?
It's my fuck what you think. Just wait.
Yeah, I'll save it then.
Okay, well that's our show on life on the inside. Anybody got any tips?
Life
about
on the inside. I thought we were talking about this tiger bitch.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. So
that was he changed it. Remember, he said he was like, I'm going to change it.
Yeah, well, he wants to talk about the tiger bitch because to pass the time, everybody.
We don't have to talk about it.
You haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
I want to see it.
And the reason why Mystic is bringing this up because it was going to be about. I was going to look up shit about owning exotic animals because of the Tiger King Netflix documentary. Which if you haven't seen it, just get either really stoned or really drunk and watch it. Trust me, it would be. You will have a great time. It's 8 episodes.
You can watch it straight sober. You'll be fucking. It's still.
You can watch it straight sober if you want to, but the alcohol or the
why
crime,
not? But why? Why would you subject yourself to that?
I mean, what is it? It's Wednesday. You ain't got no job. You ain't got shit to do.
Ashtray. Have you seen? You've seen that Evil Genius one, right? About the collar bomber.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I hope this trailer park, the fucking Tiger King one is as good as that. That was like the best documentary that I've seen, like real crime shit.
Yeah.
Because it had that closure at the end. You know what I'm saying? With that hooker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A buddy of Mystics described Tiger King as a cross between Trailer Park Boys and Making a Murderer, right? Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking. That's a really great,
very accurate description. Yeah. All right, we're gonna move on to the what's sexy part of our show, where we tell you what we think is sexy. Teddy's up first with the show Brockmire. This show comes on IFC. I do not know what time it comes on. It just comes on IFC channel. I don't know if you have that or not. I have been watching it on Hulu. It's on its 4th season.
It's on Hulu.
Yeah, so I've been watching it right now. It's this show is pretty awesome. It's stars Hank Azaria. He plays a baseball commentator who gets fired after he has a meltdown because of something that happens at home. I really like the dialogue, especially his dialogue, because his descriptions are so colorful. Funny as shit. He is an alcoholic.
I'm thinking of a different show. Sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry, I'm talking to myself.
You should have I've got a little YouTube trailer down there.
Here, I'll put it up.
It's a show. Oh, it's so goddamn funny.
Totally different.
That does look funny.
Leg.
You should check it out. It's pretty fucking awesome. Just the commentary, and he plays a character who he can't really stop talking. He commentates during sex. He talks to himself. It's in the comment.
That's a great way to ruin a woman's orgasm.
I feel safe here in the missionary position. It's so fucking awesome. Check it out on Hulu. Next we got Oracle with Getting Shit Done.
Getting shit done. So we're in this big fucking conundrum right now with COVID-19, and you look at the national news and it's just it's a fucking horror show. And locally, because I was like, fuck man, like every time I look at fucking, New York Times, national news, it's just fucking depressing. So I started to look at the
reality
local news.
Is depressing right now.
Right. And the local news was covering like people doing positive shit to make a difference. And that really was encouraging to see that, just notable stuff. Like Ocean State Job Lot, that's like a local department store. They're giving away fabric to people that want to make masks. CVS just set up a rapid testing center it's a drive-through thing that you'll get results in minutes. They had at the local baseball.
Have that started already.
Yeah, at the local baseball stadium, they had like a drive-through food pantry today. A lot of businesses, a lot of things. They're setting up all these emergency hospitals. They've got, already converted all of these kind of vacant spaces. And it's cool to see this mobilization, to see, them getting this stuff done. And it's encouraging, to see that. And I appreciate that at the state. I don't know how it is in other parts of the country. But here, I've been really impressed by kind of all the different businesses and things stepping up to make a difference.
Way to go. Some positivity in this shitstorm.
The more you know.
Cool. Moving on, we got next we have Mystic with firecracker edibles.
Okay, so I I was making butter and shit. I just got sick of fucking having to take the 2.5 to 3 hours to let that shit soak into the butter. So I started making firecracker edibles, which are basically just graham crackers.
Graham cracker.
So you take a graham cracker, you know what I mean? Break it in half. Mm-hmm. You put like peanut butter on there or like Nutella, something with a high fat content. And you take like half a gram of decarbed weed. Get it all in there so it's all touching there. Put peanut butter on the other side. It's like a little sandwich. And you just bake it in your toaster oven for like 15 minutes to like release all the THC into the fat, and then you just eat it.
Fat of the butter.
And you can't taste them.
Oh shit.
And they work. I almost think they work better than fucking the butter. Because it's like fresh, like it's just fucking, I don't know.
But the weed's already carved when you put it on there, right? You've already carved it, right?
Yeah, I decarb it for about 15 minutes because you don't want to decarb it all the way. So I decarb it for about 15 minutes and then do it like you cook the graham cracker thing. You wrap it in tinfoil too. To like,
I'll just make butter, man.
I mean, that's fine.
What's the mean decarb? Like out of a
That's when you break it up. Put it on a cookie sheet.
You decarboxylate. It's called. You heat it up to a point where it doesn't burn it, but it releases the THCA into THC, which is the active ingredient that gets you high. So like that 20, like when a bud says, "Oh, it's 28% THC," that means there's 28% THCA that can be converted into THC. Yeah. If you can get all of it, most of the time you can. So you're talking 20 to 25% probably.
Wow, science. How do you test how much THC is in something?
No idea.
Smoke it or eat it.
Smarter people than me do that. Yeah, just eat it and see how high you get, I guess.
My question for you, Mystic, is do you decarb your weed before you put it in the butter?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah, I've always just put mine in the butter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've always just put mine in the butter and then like let it simmer for like 2-3 hours. Yeah. So the house smells like pot.
Chili decarb it first. That's what they all say. So I don't know if,
No. I'll decarb it next time.
I don't know that it really matters. It's probably just a hipster thing to
do. Right.
Next, we have Ashtray up with Tajin bacon.
Oh, yeah. Tajin bacon. So, I've always seen this in the stores, never bought it, but I guess it's a pretty big thing. This spice, the old Tajin spice. You ever tried this?
No,
I've never tried it.
First time I've seen that.
It's like a classic Mexican spice. Anyways, I showed you those pictures of the big.
It's probably not pronounced Tajin.
Yeah, it's probably Tejan,
Spanish.
I don't know.
Or some shit, probably.
Yeah.
Tajin, you got some of that Tajin spice?
I know. Grant County white boy at the Mexican restaurant. So anyways, I had that like 2 pounds of bacon that's been in my freezer for a couple months. I'm like, well, no time better than now to cook up all that fucking bacon. And 2 of the trays, I got the idea just to use this. The other one I used just cracked pepper. This one, oh my fucking God. It's what you do. All you gotta do is you take your bacon, lay it in. It's got a little bit of a spice to it, but it's more of like a salty lemon or a salty lime kind of seasoning.
Apparently, we've had it at my sister's house. My girlfriend wanted to let me know.
Aha! See, thank you.
Well, she is married to a Mexican, and she lived there with him for like 2 years in Mexico City, learning how to cook Mexican food from his mother. So it is nice when we have our family get together. That's what we used to have at my sister's, because we had like a soul food Hispanic kind of thing going. It's pretty cool. Continue. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. So it's chili pepper. The ingredients: chili pepper, sea salt, dehydrated lime juice, silicone dioxide to prevent caking. Oh, that's it. So it's salt.
Wow, yeah.
Salt, dehydrated lime juice, and chili peppers.
Yeah. Right on.
Delicious. You'll find it in your grocery store. Yeah. Pick up some.
I'm gonna have to get some of that shit, dog.
All right, look out for that.
Boom. Cool. Next, we got Fuck You Think coming up next. And Mystic is up first with Scumbag Republicans from Wisconsin.
All right. So, for like weeks now, since this whole thing started, Republicans and Democrats have been going back and forth in the state about postponing the election or trying to get all of them to vote online as absentee ballots. So on Monday, Tony Evers, the governor, did an executive order stating that the election would be postponed until June 9th. I think it was, or June 11th, something like that. So Republicans got all up in a tizzy, sued the same day. It went to the Wisconsin Supreme Court, and they ruled 4-2 that it was unconstitutional for him to do that. So they had to hold in-person voting. So that, coupled with Republicans...
So the Wisconsin Supreme Court Senate, ruled that it was unconstitutional for the governor's order.
Yeah, for the governor to place that order. Okay. So they still had to have that. The same day, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled that people can't have an extended time to send in their absentee ballots. There were an estimated 45,000 absentee ballots that never got to the people that ordered them. And those people couldn't vote absentee now. They had to go vote in person.
Yeah.
So with all this shit going on, they're forcing people. And on top of that, they closed. Milwaukee County had 180 polling places. They closed all but 5 in a city with 1 or almost 2 million metro.
Jesus Christ. That is
think of how many people just said, fuck it.
Exactly. That's what they wanted.
Yeah, that's
and all these people were talking about, oh, it's because why didn't the Democrats just change their fucking primary? It's not about the primary. Fuck the primary. There was a Wisconsin Supreme Court seat up for fucking election. Yeah. That was the prize. That's what they wanted. That and a bunch of other shit. Mayor of Milwaukee and, other little shit around the city.
Damn.
So
you know yet? I mean, I went and...
They don't know. Yeah, they have to count all those absentees because people were voting, like drive-up voting for the last 2 weeks and doing absentee and all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there were still people voting at midnight last night. Polls closed at 8.
Wow.
That's how long the lines were. Risking their lives to vote.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fucked up.
Fucking scumbag pieces of shit. So if you want to, call Robin Voss. It doesn't matter. It's just me and Ashley.
Yeah, Scott Fitzgerald, too.
Scott Fitzgerald and Robin Voss said the perpetrating piece
evil ass fucking white people.
That'll at least looks good for Evers. That the whole world was like, this is
yeah.
Yeah.
But you still had those Republicans out there. Were still people out there attacking. Oh, the governor should have done something about it. He fucking tried, you stupid fucks.
Yeah, that was the whole point.
He fucking tried.
And that's the problem is, like, even though it looks good for Evers, he's still the only, he's only in control of his branch.
Yeah,
and
he's
stonewalled by our fucking Senate legislature and Senate.
Exactly.
Dickholes.
Yeah, and it makes Wisconsin look like a fucking gigantic pile of shit. Like, what the fuck, dude? I know I'm not stupid.
I've seen
I know other people
is a gigantic pile of shit.
Aren't stupid.
Yeah, right. This isn't Kentucky.
Might be ugly,
Jesus.
but we're not retarded. We shouldn't be fucking killing people to vote. Every other state that's had their Ohio fucking postponed their shit.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody did. Whatever.
Fuck them. I'm telling you, man, evil ass white people. Y'all are crazy.
Fuck this.
We are.
Next up, we got Ashtray with cats can get COVID.
Yeah, I just saw this today.
Tiger. I saw a tiger had it from the Bronx Zoo. 4 of them.
Yeah, I had heard that first. And then, a study published in the website Journal Science has found that, also ferrets, can carry it too. Apparently, though, was that?
I was just saying that we have 3 cats and a ferret in this house.
Oh yeah, you're fucked. Don't let them go out on their dates
No, they don't leave. So
apparently, dogs, chickens, pigs, ducks are considered, at least so far the research has found, are not likely to carry the virus. So
that's good. So I can eat my chicken thighs and not have to worry about shit. I like that.
Tootsie, Pee-wee, God bless you, but I'm glad you died before the plague.
Right?
Plague, not plague.
Plague.
Yeah, what's a plague?
Yeah, he keeps.
I always call it a plague,
not plague.
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 How do I can't say it the other way. This is the only way to say it.
The correct way.
Milk.
I'm hillbilly.
You lay down on your pillow, drink some milk.
Plague.
Continue.
Oh, that was it. Like my fuck was you think was just like, God damn it, cats can get it now. That's we're damn ridiculous.
Yeah, this shit's fucking nasty, man.
Word. Next up with me, Teddy with boredom. I've not been bored with the people I'm trapped with. I've actually loved being here with my son and my girlfriend. I'm not saying it just because she's listening in the next room and come over and throw something at me.
Man.
Yes, you are.
But I generally have enjoyed it over time. But it has been boring. I kind of, like I said earlier, I did enjoy going to work and getting to meet people and I pretty much just fucked around at work all day, just fucked around with guys. I did do work, but it felt like fucking around all day. And I'd come home and decompress with fucking after everybody goes to sleep with video games and smoking weed. And now I'm getting tired of playing fucking video games and smoking weed.
Well, yeah, actually.
Right. I mean, it's just a kind of a miss.
You tried crack in movies. Move on to another form of media and drug.
No, I'm good.
Then switch it up.
Video games seem to work.
A couple weeks there, a couple weeks there.
I've heard some people that some friends tell me that they do it where it's like, oh, we're watching a series, but what we do is we'll pick like 2 or 3, like 3 or 4 even, like different series, and it's like you watch an episode of one and then you switch to the next series and watch that next episode.
Me and my wife do that. We'll watch one Supernatural a night, one Ozark, and then we watch one of like either. We have a couple other ones we rotate. But then you don't get super bored, because if you watch like 6 in a row, you're just like, man.
Yeah, I can't do that.
This shit.
Yeah. Well, and it's so easy to be like, fuck, like this. You feel like I could have been doing so much more productive shit.
Yeah,
right.
I took a nap today because I was in a burrito coma. I made this huge burrito for lunch, like huge.
That's an enemy in this whole quarantine thing is napping.
Most of the day I was in burrito coma. I mean, yesterday I watched Onward. Tomorrow I get to watch Frozen 2 with my son, Joy.
Did you cry at the end of Onward?
No, I didn't cry at the end of Onward. Why did you?
I heard it's really good.
I haven't seen it. My
it will jerk.
My cousin,
especially watching with my son.
Said she bawled like a fucking baby. But.
Yeah, I mean,
my cousin.
Oh, your cousin.
But she also did. She lost her dad and wasn't able to say goodbye to him.
Oh, okay. Well, that's the purpose of the movie. Yeah, they're trying to get their dad back.
I think it kind of hit a little more home than.
Yeah, it is a tearjerker, bro. It'll get you, but I didn't cry. I did cry at the end of Toy Story 3. I mean, if you don't cry at the end of Toy Story 3, you're a fucking monster.
That's why I haven't watched.
I don't care who the fuck you are. You're a goddamn monster. If you don't cry at the end of Toy Story 3.
You're a demon.
Yeah. Next up is Oracle with Zoom bombing. Zoom bombing.
Zoom bombing. Okay. Yeah. So I've been holding on to this story. I didn't want to leak it at all. For you guys.
You're the hacker who's been hacking into Zoom accounts?
So I do these online workshops where people do like this expressive arts thing. And the state actually called for like local artists to so they could put it on their calendar or whatever. So that just went out recently, and we've been doing it for a couple weeks. And one of the things that we've implemented is we use Zoom, where people can come in and do the workshop with us. And we were just like, okay, well, whatever. We're just going to post a link, and then people can just join up with the Zoom call. Not a big deal. We haven't had a problem with it for the past couple weeks. Nobody's come in there. So we were doing it today, and all of a sudden, like, there's like a waiting room, and we're in the call, and like fucking just shit tons of people start like wanting to come in. So I'm like, all right on. Let's fucking let these motherfuckers in here. We're gonna do this shit. So I
let in
like fucking 10 people. And there's one on the camera. It's kind of like this younger black chick. She's looks like maybe she might still be in high school, maybe just got out of high school. Everybody else, there's no video. And it just explodes. One of them, his profile picture pops up. It's fucking Hitler. Fucking explodes into like, motherfucker, what the fuck's this fucking dumb shit? And then just fucking like, motherfucking nigger, fucking writing it all over the screen and shit. And I'm just like, holy fuck. Like, what? I mean, it just happened.
What's going on?
Oh, yeah.
What?
Like, it was a coordinated attack. They fucking, like, went in there.
He said it was a coordinated attack.
Yeah, it was a coordinated attack. So I'm just like...
They DDoS'd your ass with
right.
fucking...
So I'm just like, you know, I'm just... At that time, I'm just thinking to myself, is like, you motherfucker, I've been doing the Red Eye Report for several years. You're not rattling my ass right now. I'm just like, whatever.
We used to talk about dolphin porn, you dicks.
Right?
We got this.
So I'm just like, okay, whatever. If you guys are gonna be stupid, I'm just gonna fucking kick you out of here. They're like, yeah, fucking kick her. And then the girl's just sitting there quietly. This black chick. So I'm just like, sorry. You know, okay, I think we've got everybody out of here. We're ready to start. And she smiles. She stands up in front of the camera and whips out her titties.
What?
Yeah, she was like some kind of fucking
incredible.
Zoom bomber too. This is all fucking live Facebook stream.
Wow.
But at least they did it because we've got some other like higher profile events coming up. At least they did it because now we looked into like some security things. Now we're going to have passwords. Now there's going to be like a vetting process, and we have some settings and stuff set up where people can't fucking do this crazy shit, or it's really going to minimize their ability to do it. It'll be a lot more difficult for them to do it. So it was actually kind of a blessing in disguise because, man.
I can't remember the origin because I'm not listening.
So
and you got to get to see some titties, man.
Right.
Yeah.
No, it was an Endless Beautiful workshop. It was an online workshop.
Endless Beautiful. Okay.
Yeah, it happened like 2 hours ago. Yeah. So I mean, it was fucking crazy. Awesome. And I mean, I seriously, after we got done, I was laughing for like 10 fucking minutes. I was just like, man, that shit was fucking hilarious. And especially with that one chick.
Titties or what?
Were the titties nice? Is what Mystic's asking.
I think I booted her before we saw the nipples. I think she had.
What? That's right. No, wait, no. He does that. He does that show with his girlfriend. So she was next to him. He's like, "Oh no, want to see them titties? No, yeah." I would have took the hit and like, "Oh look, they got titties coming out. Let me."
I would have taken a screenshot. Then
I would have been like, "Is she doing what I think she's doing?"
It was such a great setup, though.
Done it.
Such a great setup because we thought that she was just like, I was like, oh my god, all these dudes are just saying like fucking nigger, and like writing it all over the screen, and I'm like, this girl, you know, she's here to do this thing, and she just like slowly smiles and stands up and fucking whips out her fucking tits.
Oh, that's the best.
Yeah,
I thought you were gonna say she smiled, stood up, and like. If she had a dick, you know what I mean? Like that would be even like she's just a tranny. Like the whole time you're like, oh, it's
like a lot of those dumb videos your friends send you, where it's like, oh, sexy chick,
right?
Like,
yeah,
like she's like a cam chick, like, oh yeah. She gets up and like her dick knocks the webcam off the table.
What the fuck? Getting derailed quickly. We gotta bring it back on track, fellas. Back on track here, fellas. All right, cool. That's our show. In all seriousness,
old yellow dick.
Oh, yeller.
Let's see that fucking banana.
Jesus Christ. All right, in all seriousness, go fuck yourself. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. That's our show. We're going to be here every Wednesday or Thursday night, 10 p.m. Central. Make sure you join the conversation at facebook.com/The Red Eye Report. You can also Twitter us at @redeye_report. Like and share some funkers. We're down for whatever. I'm Teddy.
I'm Oracle.
This is Ashtray.
And I'm last.
You are last. It's raining on my fucking bike right now. And this is the Red Eye Report. I took my son for a ride today to my mother-in-law's house so he can do his homework. Because my tablet won't charge now, so I can't get him on there.